Hey, everybody, and good afternoon, and welcome to North Pole Happy Hour Live. It is I, Phineas T. Elf, along with our amazing producer Angela and the incredible Randall Santa Checker Lee.
Hey everybody, happy Memorial Day everyone. Hello Angela, we're Phoenix. Good to see everybody out there. Charlie and everybody and Bill, thank you. Good to see you, John. I totally agree with you. John, remember be thankful for what you have. You got it right. You
Yes,
just nailed it
indeed.
right.
And as a matter of fact, to begin with our broadcast, we will start with a minute of silence in honor of Memorial Day and to observe the sacrifice that has been made for the freedom in the United States. So, we are very grateful for the sacrifice made and would like to give thanks to the troops that are serving currently as well. So, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's amazing what they did and suffered to make this country what it is.
Mhm.
Further ahead, we still have a lot more people doing the same thing nowadays.
So, what's the weather like where you are, Angela?
Cloudy, some thunder rumbling, and a chance of reindeer poop.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Good
That's
grief.
not good for barbecuing then. That's not good for barbecuing with that reindeer. No.
Yeah.
No,
Well, yeah. Well, it's currently 73 where I'm at and quite sunny. So the folks near Niagara Falls and Buffalo, New York are having a lovely Memorial Day. How about you, Randall?
Yeah, very lucky this today. It's in the upper 70s, sunshiny blue skies. Chance to take a nice little quiet drive earlier today. To put the top down in the car and take a little quiet drive in the little red Santamobile. So beautiful. It's about time. It's always been on that too chilly side, you know. And so it's fortunate. Maybe it'll stay now. Maybe it'll stay. Yeah, keep them whatever you can cross, I guess.
Definitely feels like spring up here finally. So
Yeah.
finally spring. Oh, weather for Dallas. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 85. The wind is blowing from the east at 6 kilometers an hour. The current humidity is 51%. So
well, I didn't mention the thunder, but oh well.
Maybe it's
light
only in
coffee
certain parts
for
of
the
Dallas. Dallas is a big city, so maybe it's down different parts of Dallas, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it moved on.
hopefully it moved on because people need to grill and cook out and have a nice evening outside on a holiday Monday. So hopefully that's good.
It's always good to do that extra grilling. It really is. It just is, makes the food taste so much better. It gets that extra flavor. And regardless if it was
Yes,
just a hot dog or a good piece of fish or whatever, or even vegetables on there, man, they taste better. They really do.
Yes, they do.
yes, indeed. Anyways, Bob is not here as he is traveling up to Michigan to attend the Jingle Joy Retreat, which is part of the Michigan Association of Professional Scientists. So he'll be seeing you before too long, Randall, I guess.
Yep,
And
I'll be seeing Bob and Carol on Wednesday. I'll be up there on Wednesday. I guess they'll be there tomorrow, Tuesday night. Yeah, tomorrow night. They'll be
yes,
there then, but I'll be there on Wednesday afternoon. And of course, it's at Bob's school. Is Thursday and Friday up there at Jingle Joy. And then Saturday, we have just kind of a fun day at the reindeer farm in Clare, Michigan. It's a great farm. So many fun things to do. And there's going to be crafts and, of course, pictures with the reindeer. All kinds of fun stuff.
Yep.
Great to see all the fellows and brothers and sisters in red up there. Be a good time. It looks like great weather besides, so we'll be campfiring at night.
Nothing like a campfire at the reindeer farm. Hopefully, if they bring marshmallows, everybody will be careful with their mustaches and beards. I know the last time we did it at the reindeer farm, we did have s'mores and roasted marshmallows over the campfire. So one can
Have it some more with no chocolate. I'm not a chocolate fan. Can you have it some more with no chocolate?
Well, you can just have the graham crackers.
Marshmallow graham cracker? Yeah, that might be for me.
Yeah. But anyways, we hope Bob and Carol have safe journeys. Angela just checked; they were just north of Springfield, Missouri, so they're well on their way up north.
In the butt end, but I gotta give a shout out to Ken Crinkle. He's here. I want to say, Ken, man, bravo! That belt you made was fantastic. Thank you so much. I got a chip the other day that Ken made for me. New Santa belt. Dynamite. Got the belt buckle put on. Looks dynamite. I'll have to put a picture together.
You'll have to model it for us.
Oh, it's actually upstairs where all the suits are, and I'm downstairs where.
Yeah.
I'll bring it out next week. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. Thanks, Ken.
So I guess it's time for a nice warm cup of cocoa. We've got a video from Santa B. Once again, another inspirational message from Santa.
Ho, 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 and happy day, my friends. Santa B here with you again today. And let me just start off by saying Happy Memorial Day as we kick off the beginning of summertime. And as we spend this time with family and friends, enjoying and celebrating a lovely 3-day weekend, I encourage you to take some time and reflect. Take some time away from the barbecue, away from the lake, and just take a minute to reflect, to remember, and to be grateful for the sacrifices made by so many, whether it be on the battleground or in the battle here at home. Remember the families and be grateful, but celebrate the ideas that those people defended. Be blessed. Be well. I love you all. Bye-bye.
So true.
Thank you once again, Santa B. And we did take a moment of silence at the beginning of the broadcast to remember those who made the sacrifice. And, anytime we put on our red suit or outfits and before we go out, we need to reflect on the fact that we have the ability to do so, provide entertainment and the holiday spirit to everybody. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, spend time with your family and friends. You never know when they're not going to be around, and so spend time and be thankful. I totally agree.
So we've got some early folks out. We have Bill Coates watching us on YouTube. As usual, Angela's favorite troublemaker, John Schnagelberger, is watching us. So,
Mr. Trivia is here, AJ, of course.
yeah, and Charlie is here as well, the other Mr. Trivia, and we've got Kane Smith from Alabama, and they're having rain in Alabama this Memorial Day. So
Hey, that's too bad.
Yep. Santa David from my neck of the woods, whom I work with regularly, just saw on the weekend, is watching. He's watching on the balcony at his condo. So good to see you, David. As is Paul Anderson from my neck of the woods as well. So good to see you all.
Fantastic. Thank you so for joining us. Great.
And Randy, John Schnagelberger said, how about a Reese's peanut butter cup instead of plain chocolate?
And that's still got chocolate in it. That's the problem. Huh? Yeah, I know it's wrong to say I'm not a chocolate fan. I know that's probably legal, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a fan of milk chocolate. I like dark chocolate, so I like a hint of bitterness to it. So.
Chris Terry's in my seat. No, Chris Terry was in my seat, Ken. Yeah, he came over. Him and Kimmy came over the other day after the Santa luncheon we had they stopped by the house quick, and so I had some asking him to help me learn how to teach me. I'm not real good at building fires and bonfires, but he was going to teach me how to do that because he makes huge bonfires around his house. So I showed him the area, so, and all my toys. So it was fun having them over. It was fantastic. They're two wonderful, amazing people.
Where's
AJ
where
did.
Bob is? Can y'all see where Bob is? Oh,
Here we go.
that's where Bob and Carol are.
They are right there on this. No, but not on the screen, but they're. It's called Life 360, folks. It keeps track of anybody where they're going.
And you just saw how fast he was going. Let me see. Surely he wasn't speeding, was he?
Well, he was a race car driver, was he not, for a while?
That's what he did for a living is drive fast. So
Yes, he was a dirt car driver.
Yeah. To answer your question, AJ, Bob is en route to the Michigan Association of Professional Santas for their Jingle Joy retreat this weekend in Clare, Michigan. So he and Carol are on the road. So there you go.
going to do a Sat Bob's course up there for Jingle Joy. So it's going to be very good, very good.
So everybody's talking about what they're going to be grilling or not grilling because of the weather. And what do you think, Amber? Do you think it's time for the Elf Appetizer?
I think we grill those burgers. I think
Burgers.
they're grilled. They're ready to eat.
Sounds good. Here we go.
Well now, that's not just a burger, that's a statement. Welcome to the Elf Appetizer, where we get straight to the meat of the hot topics. Stop drooling, fellas, we're just getting started. We stack it high, truth, humor, a little heat, and we don't nibble around the edges. So pull up a chair, loosen that belt, and let's take a real bite out of this thing. Let's carve into it.
Okay, so today's question for the Elf Appetizer is, what is the most difficult part of your holiday season as a Santa, Mrs. Claus, or Elf? Do you find it easier to work with a partner, perhaps a Mrs. Claus, an Elf, a mean green guy? What is the easiest part of your season?
Man, that's a lot of questions, really. I put too many questions together because you can go on for most difficult part sometimes was fitting them all in. You know, that's always in trying to keep yourself motivated from let's say November 6th every day until December 25th. You're talking morning, noon. I mean, it is work. That's probably a very difficult. But if you work ahead of time, I mean, you can get yourself physically and mentally, emotionally ready for that. But that's a lot of work. And a partner, I never really worked too much with a Mrs. Claus. I think they would be a great asset. I would love to be able to do that. And same with an elf, because I think they got so many advantages that can help Santa besides be on their own. So I think it would make life easier with them. Grinch, I don't know how much easier. It depends upon the person that's playing that mean green character. Some I think can be an asset. Some can be a real hindrance. So that answers that. And the easiest part? Easiest part. Maybe just having fun and bringing smiles. That comes easy. How about you guys?
Well, John Schnickelberger says that Grinch Day is the easiest, with the honorable mention to his elf for keeping me at task. And just judging by how he talks in the chats and everything like that, I'm sure keeping him on task is nearly a full-time job. So.
Yeah. Charlie says keeping the energy level up is probably what Charlie means by is that the easiest, Charlie, or the hardest? After a 10-hour day, is that easy to keep that energy up? Because, man, they could be some long days, and because, the children, the families, if you're there at 10 o'clock in the morning, wherever you are, if you're at home or a big box store, they have just as much as the person 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. You got to be the same. So that's what makes that can be a long, but that's what we know it's there, and hopefully we train ourselves and work for that. So we know that we have to do it because that's our responsibility.
Well, to David, who I work with, and I'm blessed to work with, his comment was, as the hardest thing is often staying fully present, keeping energy up, being joyful, and continuing to give kindness when you yourself are tired. But the easiest thing for a true Santa is usually just being kind. And definitely, I am blessed to work with David. And we strictly pretty much work together. There's only a couple of gigs that David does without me. Um, but I find the most difficult part is keeping the energy up, especially after long days. But the easiest part is the fact that I get to look forward to working with someone who's a good friend and a very good collaborative partner every morning. So I'm very lucky that way. So.
And that's where I think it's easier with a partner. If you've got those long days, one keeps the other one up a little bit. One gets the other one maybe involved a little bit more. You're a little tired, they're a little tired. You can kind of work off each other and make those long days far more successful than one person doing it.
Kane Smith says the hardest part is that during the Santa season, life doesn't pause. He still has a full-time job and has many home situations during his business time of the season. He is exhausted by the time Christmas arrives. And that's the truth. I maintain a full-time job as well, although during the holiday season, I do take holiday or Mondays off for holidays just so I have some time to recover. My day job involves working with people daily as well, so and having to be present for them and emotionally present for them. So yeah, sometimes you need to take time for self-care.
I think it's kind of a smart idea to do like you do, Phineas, a good 1 day a week, to take that time off, especially if you're working a full-time job. That's really not even a day off. If, let's say, you're doing your other job, you're taking it away from the entertainment or the Phineas job, because that's
David, I'm blushing up.
it's got to be.
I'm definitely better when I'm working with Santa David. So it's always great to have a partner that is attentive and willing to work with you.
Don says, at last I've got my chores done and I can participate. As for myself, the most difficult thing I have encountered is working with the business agents that fails to provide information and fails to pay. Ouchie wow wow is right, Don. That is probably the hardest thing, that they just think you can read minds, or they don't think Santa or Mrs. Claus is important enough to get all the information about what's going on that evening. And that's why a lot of Santas and Mrs. Clauses don't work for agencies, or to do private events or corporate events. They try to do something different. It's because they don't always get that. Hey, I get the booking, Santa will be there, and that's it. You didn't say that you're going to be, on the rooftop next to a fireplace, rappelling down. She didn't get all that information, and then you've got to wait 60 to 90 days for your pay. And that's definitely is. They're not all like that. There's some very honest and very straightforward agencies, but that I can definitely, after 50 years of working with agents, boy, they run the gamut.
Oh yeah, there's a great spectrum of agents. Some are spectacular and pay in a timely manner, and some you practically have to go to small claims court.
Yeah.
so yeah, definitely.
And they will sell your client the world and expect you to fulfill it and not tell you.
Yeah.
Don
also says that he's worked with Mrs. Claus, and working with Mrs. Claus is wonderful.
That's such a, because that brings an extra little twinkle out in the children's eyes when they see Mrs. Claus or an elf. It really does. It brings an extra dynamics to the whole event when everybody's there.
Ken Kringle says the hardest part is maintaining his scheduling, deciding which props he's going to use, making sure his smile isn't flat. Yeah, that is quite difficult, and there are exercises to make sure your smile isn't flat, and also make sure that you're smiling from your eyes and not just your mouth. The easiest part is the minute the visit starts and it just flows. He also quite enjoys it, finds it more preferable when Mrs. Claus is with him. And
It's not
yes,
easy to smile like that for 8, 10 hours or whatever, or always, I mean, you're in between talking, then, right, because you don't know when the photographer is going to do those random shots. You don't want to have that grumpy smile. So you pretty much have to have it when you're just sitting there, and it's
yep,
not easy. That's why I years ago, and I think I talked about it last year. Is take a while and just sit and time yourself how long you can smile with your eyes bright and your smile done. See how long you can time yourself, and train yourself to do it as long as possible.
yep. And
You might be
if you've
almost falling
taken,
asleep doing it, but it's going to be worth it. And
yep,
when the photographer says, "Wow, Santa's always smiling," that's a great thing to know. Or Mrs. Claus is always smiling. That's a great thing.
yep. And if you've taken the Santa Cruz CPW course, he actually has an exercise to help you smile. And also for fellas with chubby cheeks, smile with your eyes wide open so they can see your eyes as well. Because very often when Santas smile, their eyes disappear behind the beard and the cheeks. So definitely.
That's why schools are so important. That's why I go
Mhm,
to schools. You learn all that stuff.
mhm.
Um, there's so many things to learn, and those little extra hints make you that much better, that much more of a nicer, better performer.
Did we get Ken Kringle's comment? I got busy typing over here and got lost.
Yeah, we got Ken's comment.
Yeah, the scheduling and just props. Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
and
We
props.
don't
And,
have
and,
Did we
Don's
get
comment
Dawn's
yet.
here? Did we
No,
get this one?
nope, not yet.
and we better get it because the boss is watching now. So we've
I know, I see that. That one's next.
My concern is I was hired to be a Santa for a very large event and never was told Make-A-Wish children would be attending. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of things with the agencies, and you're not always going to get all the information. Say, hey, Carol, good to see you. Hope you're driving safe.
good to
Not
see you,
speeding too
Carol.
much. Happy Memorial Day to you guys.
Yeah, and I think they're watching on Facebook, so Bob can't hit the wrong button and
Yeah, put us out. We're gone.
put us out. So
Put us out.
He
yep,
has no control right now.
excellent.
Yeah, let me go back to Ken's. Angela brought about Ken's up about props and all that, which is true. I When I decide, I take my basic sweat. I know like are my favorites and are winners. Then I always take a couple extra. And if I'm going to the same house or something, I switch those around. That's about the easiest way for me to decide what props to take or what type of event it is. I know I'm not taking. I might take more books at a bigger event or more magic or whatever it might be, or some kind of a fun little toy for the interaction with the children, depend upon the event. But I always keep the basics and then a few things added on all the time.
Yeah, we keep a standard prop bag for each year that we do, but we tailor what we use based on the event because some events don't call for certain props,
Yeah.
and so we're just very mindful as to what the nature of the event is.
A lot of times during holiday time, I'll keep a box in the car of extra props, extra things, or like those things that I'll print out that for giveaways or uh, little toys that are on sheets that I just print out, just to have them with me. You never know when you might need them, or if it's a poem that I have written on one of those things, just to bring them along. They're always in the car. I don't always necessarily always bring them in, but you never know when you might need them.
Yep.
It's the old Boy Scout thing. Always be prepared, and a extra pair of extra suits is always a great thing to have. Yeah.
All right,
Well,
here's another one.
Julie, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we are having this today, and we will be doing it again next week as well. So that's good to see.
Yeah, Bob will be traveling back from Michigan next Monday, so
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be done with the show before he gets in the house.
Ken says, my natural smile looks flat as photos, so I have continually trained for 4 years to get it where it is now. And I still do smile exercise all the time. Finish saying smile exercises. It's one thing that doesn't come naturally to me and it needs a lot of work. And that is true. It's not always we don't always smile, with our eyes, don't always smile perky. We don't always have that. And I sometimes say my Santa smile is kind of clownish, but it does work. It's more visual on camera when you've got a hat, a white beard, all this stuff. It shows more, and that's why I wear smaller glasses so the eyes show more. But it is something you got to practice. It's not easy. We went to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's.
Yay, Bucky's!
Oh, Buc. Hey, Mitch, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Memorial Day. Glad you joined us. It is.
Yeah, Ken, it is definitely deciding what not you don't have time to do for sure, definitely. But what I will say is if you have problems getting a natural looking smile, when it's time to smile, try to just giggle a little or laugh a little, chuckle a little when you're smiling. So you'll often see me, particularly if I'm having a tired day, you'll often see me when I'm smiling, you'll hear me going, because it will help bring the smile up into your eyes. So if you think of something that'll make you laugh or chuckle a bit, that helps a lot with the smile, especially if it looks flat.
I know a lot of Santa. I know a lot of some Santas will leave their. If they have the mustache, they leave it down. And that brings
Yeah.
down. That's what helps when you can curl up your mustache. It gives that extra little lift in your face to look more like a bigger smile.
Yep.
Mrs. Claus can't do that, but they always look beautiful anyway, so they don't need the mustache to help their smiles.
Okay, I think that's good.
I hope that was polite enough. Did I not step over bounds when I say beautiful? And then there's Phineas's and elves that are they're cool. They're just fun. I wish I could have worked with you, Phineas. That would have been at it. Just to see
We'll have our moments at some point. So
just to
make it happen.
interact with the people at a big event would just be just a riot.
We will make it happen.
Just see you full tilt. That's just it is fun. It's a great business. We are so fortunate and lucky to be able to do this for people, for children and families. We picked a great profession or a great industry or to be a part of. I think that's pretty good. I think we got everybody.
I think we've got everybody, so I think it's time now to give thanks to our sponsor, Santa's Closet. Well, thank you once again to Wade and Scarlett at santascloset.org. We're grateful for your support of TNL Network programs and the North Pole Happy Hour. So we've got a good sleigh bell brain teaser for you. Hopefully you have seen the 1985 Santa Claus the movie. So in Santa Claus the movie, what greedy evil tycoon does Patch end up working for in New York? Is it A, Mr. Gringle, B, S. Whopper, C, BZ or BZ if you're from Canada, or D, Ty Harmon? And once again, when you answer the question, we need the letter and the actual answer so our amazing producer can make sure that that is correct. So once again, in Santa Claus the movie, what evil, greedy toy tycoon does Patch end up working for in New York? A, Mr. Gringle, B, S. Whopper, C, BZ, or D, Ty Harmon?
Very good. And keeping on the same movie theme idea for the next one, of course, that gets you a name and a hat for the 2027 North Pole Cornerstone Scholarship. The question is, what specific code does the elf enter into the keypad during lowering the sleigh in the North Pole with Santa Claus? A, 1225 because it's Christmas Day. B, 054 because that's Tim Allen's birthday since he was Santa Claus. C, 1239, that was the day Rudolph was created. Or D, 3270, of course, Santa Claus birthday. So remember, you need the letter and the answer. What specific code does the elf enter into the keypad to lower the sleigh into the North Pole in a Santa Claus movie?
And the Phineas bonus round is which actor played the toy tycoon in Santa Claus the movie? And we need the full name of the actor.
Very good, guys. Yeah, something a little different. Go to the movies. I actually went to the movies last night, in fact.
Nice.
What'd you
Right.
see?
I saw Michael.
Oh.
Did I do that enough?
Hee hee.
I'm not going to try to dance like that. I'm not going to do what he does on stage. So, but yeah, it was interesting. It was a good movie. It was good. Oh, no, it was good.
Good deal.
Yep, so that's good, guys. We got some answers coming in. Fantastic. Again, we need both the letter and the answer for both of them, so our great producer can decide who is the winner. Remember, the letter and the answer, not just the answer. Wow. Lot to remember.
So, Tuesday Night Live Networks and the Monday Happy Hour, the North Pole Happy Hour is proud to present North Pole Cornerstones, and if you can run that video. Once again, North Pole Cornerstones presented by Fat Bob's and Santa Nana, as well as Tuesday Night Live Networks. Will be February 18th to 21st, 2027 in Edmond, Oklahoma, or Oklahoma City North. And it will be held at the Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center. So there are actually many scholarships for that. There are 6 scholarships, including the Larry Lance Memorial Scholarship, the scholarship run by Tuesday Night Live Network, as well as Magical Randall has a scholarship or two for that as well. And Randall, you've got a couple of events coming up soon.
Yeah, real soon. Of course, this week, where Bob and Carol is traveling to, is Clare, Michigan, for Michigan Association of Professional Santas. Our Jingle Joy is Sat Bob's course. Will be this Thursday and Friday. I don't know if there's. I'm sure if you want to get up there, we'll definitely accommodate you to come up. But Saturday also is a great time at the reindeer farm, up there, rooftop reindeer. There's so many reindeer, and there's a train ride, and there's sloths, and it's a great time up there. Charlie's doing the sound for Bob, I believe. I hope I'm right. He talked about that, so I know Charlie will be there and a few. It's a great time up there. Looking forward to seeing that. And then, of course, then coming in June, can't believe it's the Wondrous Women of Christmas. That is coming up June 25th through the 28th in Greater Cincinnati, just across the border there in Y'all, Kentucky. I call it Y'all, Kentucky because there's a big water thing and it says Y'all, Kentucky. I love it. That's going on for the Wondrous Women of Christmas. There also is scholarships. They're all closed out now because that's next month, you might as well say. It is next month because it is the end of only a month away since today is the 25th, isn't it? Today's the 25th?
Yep.
Wow. So if you need more information to go, I think they might have a seat or two left. Go to womenofchristmas.com. Liz and Rachel will be glad to accommodate you and answer anything. Don't miss it. It's looks like a great time. A lot of great speakers.
Definitely a lot of great speakers and a lot of great opportunities to learn throughout the year. So really good to do that.
See, that's what's wonderful about so many different places there now, because not everybody's. I mean, it costs a good chunk of change to go to a school,
Yes,
and it's wonderful that so many people have stepped up to help out to go help
yes.
people go. I mean, it's still going to cost travel and hotel, but to take that away, to take the other cost away, it's a wonderful thing to help, and then the fellowship you get and the learning you get is good. So if you're concerned about going because of cost, try to get a scholarship. Try to to go. It's a good thing to do.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And the scholarships may have a bit of an application process, but you know something? It's worthwhile putting your name into the hat just to be able to get a chance to get that little extra something that you may not have otherwise gotten. So by all means, apply for one of the many scholarships that are available. And heck, all you need to do for some of the scholarships for North Pole Cornerstones is to answer a trivia question on our show or on the Tuesday Night Live show or afterwards with the Cherry Hill folks. So lots of opportunities.
Lots of opportunities. So it's and that's, I mean, anywhere from $400 to $500 savings to go. And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to so try to get a scholarship. I think it's
Yep.
because we'd love to have you there at all these. Or whatever you can attend. You don't have to go to all of them. That's a lot. There's a lot of schools out there. You can't attend them all, but
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of learning, time to
is that
put your
time?
learning hats on, and it's time for me to start digging deeper.
Digging deeper.
Was that digging or swinging?
I don't know.
I was at the
I don't
wrong.
dig very much,
Well,
I'm a rocker, not a digger.
okay.
So, as Bob is heading up to a reindeer farm for the next 2 days and spending time with a good number of young baby reindeer that have just been born, as well as some of the senior reindeer like Coco and Angel, um, I thought I would begin to ask the Santas about um, when they're building their North Pole. How many reindeer do you have in your herds? Do you just have the 9? Who is your favorite reindeer? Who is your least liked reindeer? Which reindeer gives you the most trouble? Um, because that is always a question that you get asked. When you are at a visit and the child asks, "Hey Santa, where is the sleigh and the reindeer?" What do you answer? So there's always a good question to answer with respect to the reindeer. So typically, when Santa David and Phineas are out having a visit, the first thing we say is that, well, we can't fly the sleigh when it's not Christmas because, we can become quite a distraction. Um, and we don't want to distract people because, especially as we are visiting during the day, and we don't want to fly down during the day because reindeer in the sleigh, blah, 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 blah. But every so often, when we do say that we do take the reindeer in the sleigh, we take a smaller sleigh with one reindeer, and it is usually at the nearest airport where we can land the sleigh safely. And there's usually lots of grass around for the reindeer to graze upon and get some rest. while we were visiting. As far as Santa's favorite reindeer, it depends on what day it is and what's happening, because the reindeer are creatures that have emotions and moods like everybody else. So sometimes Dasher can be very impetuous. Dancer can be kind of flighty. Dunder is very, very, very stubborn and strong, and Blitzen is very hot-tempered. Um, so there's lots of opportunities. I see Randy says that Chet gives the most trouble, and he has over 100 reindeer in training. And that's the truth, is that there are much more than the usual 9 or 10, depending on if you include Olive, which you've got to be careful, because Olive is a copywritten character, very much like Rudolph is. But at the same time, we tend to say that the names that are called out during 'Twas the Night Before Christmas or A Visit from St. Nicholas are actually a title. So Dasher is the fastest. Dancer is the most agile. Prancer is very dexterous. Comet is very speedy and powerful. Dunder and Blitzen are very strong and fiery. And then, of course, we've got the specialized reindeer like Rudolph and such like that. And so we do have many reindeer in our herd. Many are training, because, the reindeer those names are over 200 years old. Rudolph himself just turned 84 this year. So we're talking about, lots of opportunity for story and world building here. We can talk about what the reindeer games are, because, Rudolph never got to play in any reindeer games. So what are the reindeer games? Are they something the reindeer do for fun, or are they something they do as part of their training and to get placed on the team for when the big visit comes? Don Weinrich says, my 2 favorite reindeer are Thunder and Lightning, and the reindeer that gives the elves the most trouble is Rudolph. And so, yeah, Dunder and Blitzen, which are German for thunder and lightning, and they can be an interesting pair. I always comment that Rudolph tends to be very temperamental, because he's got his nose, and when his nose glows, sometimes it doesn't glow right, and if he gets a cold and the nose doesn't work and you can't see, and it can be very difficult to work. So definitely, Rudolph can be kind of problematic, because he's a bit of a diva too, because he has his own song and TV special and everything like that. So we do have to watch Rudolph a bit. But everybody has reindeer that they need to answer for. Randy, cute new baby reindeer Willow and Whisper. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everybody who's going up to Jingle Joy Retreat this week will be hopefully able to see the new baby reindeer that were born at the farm at Rooftop Landing. They have, I jokingly called it a bumper crop. There's lots of new babies there, so there's lots of little ones, and hoping everybody gets a chance to do that. So once again, because you are going to be asked, because reindeer are such an integral part of the Christmas story and Santa's world, you will be asked about the reindeer. Where are they? Why aren't they here? What do you feed them? What are the reindeer games? Who's your favorite reindeer? It always helps to have a good, quick response at the tip of your tongue, and consistent, because you never know if you're going to see that child again that season, or even later on during that day, and you have seen that child, and sometimes they can be kind of blend into one another, and you want to make sure that you give the same response time and time again, so it's consistent and you keep them believing. So it's really important to make sure that you have that at a moment's notice, at the drop of a hat, because you will be asked, and you will be asked multiple times on a visit. So once again, wishing everybody safe journeys if they're heading to Jingle Joy Retreat, particularly Bob and Carol, as they are embarking on a quite long drive. And everybody who goes to Jingle Joy Retreat this weekend, have a safe time, enjoy the fellowship, enjoy learning the Sat Bob's experience. Everybody give a chance to say hi to Bob and Carol. And I will recommend, if you're going to Clare, Michigan, go to Cops and Donuts and you will not be disappointed. So wishing everybody a good week and hoping you have a good weekend as well. Thank you.
Ho, 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 ho!
Shop Thermo Apparel. They're wonderful. They're fantastic. And for the coolest of cool Santas or Easter bunnies, remember Thermo Apparel.
Don't just be cool as an attitude. Keep cool, literally.
Thermo Apparel! Be cool! Ho, 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 ho!
Since 1948, one suit defined Santa. Designed by Charles W. Howard and worn by the world-famous Santa Claus School. Worn for presidents, movies, parades, and the most magical moments in families' lives. This is not a costume, but finely tailored, hand-sewn clothing made in the USA. With expert cleaning, restoration, and storage services available, Santa & Company, LLC makes Santa magical.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much. It is showtime again. We're going to show you a couple of things here. Used for something that I think a lot of Santas and Mrs. Clauses use, but just a different way of using it. What I do is when I go to an event, you take a picture, same picture on both sides, but you tell the children these are on and off buttons. And of course, as you can see, the light, the star is not lit. So what you need to do is push the button and that will turn on the star, or turn it off. Turn it on, turn it off. And you tell the children it's just a piece of paper. You can play with it, work on it, but of course we all use the thumb tip. The lights, Phineas just used it for his nose. It's just one more way, a different way to use a thumb tip, of course the light, but with the on and off, it's just a picture of a Christmas tree and star, and if I got the right side, there we go. Supposedly on and supposedly off. On, off. So just an idea. Just like I said, take a few moments and think of different ideas how you can use this instead of the same thing in your mouth or lighting a light bulb. A few different things. Then what's good about this is you can leave this for the children and they'll be playing with it and try it themselves to turn the light on. Of course, it's not going to happen. It's just one more easy, fun thing to do. And if you want to, you put your contact information on here, or as I always like to do, sign it Santa and then put the year. It's just another remembrance of what was going on. So give it a try. It just prints out on your printer from there. Now, the other thing we get, of course, we talk about the naughty and nice list, and we don't always want to talk about the naughty list, but I've used these for years in magic and clowning, and it's also, Santa can use these very well. They're called fortune teller fish, but again, we have to think of things totally different as Santa, Mrs. Claus, or elves. Instead, you tell the children, we have very, very powerful, very mind-to-mind reading fish here at the North Pole. Oh yes, they can help us. They're very cute fish, and of course you get the little fish out, and you tell the child to put his hand out, and you lay the fish right on the child's hand. Now if it curls up, that means they've been good. Of course, it's a fortune-telling fish. It will. Whoops, where'd it go? I dropped it. Oh, there it is. It's just the way it's made. It's the heat of your hand will make it curl up, but it's another thing you can use as a regular that a lot of magicians or clowns pass out by the thousands because they're a dime a dozen. But you can make your own story up of a magical fish in the North Pole, and you use it as the naughty and nice item. Curls up. It's the same as the. I'm sure I got some here. I can get this here. We all know. Whoa. We all know these, of course. Use it the same way as the bubblers, but it's not as dangerous as a bubbler. Not as delicate as a bubbler. You can keep thousands with you very inexpensively for the fish to then you give them to the child and they play with them and go from there. But it's one more thing to talk about, a different way to talk about naughty or nice or whatever you're going to do. Just adds that. It's not real magical. It's not real weird. It's just fun and gets something in the child's hands besides. It builds that, can do that little trust, little fun, then everybody wants one, and go from there. And they're not like the olden days we used to eat goldfish. They kind of looks like that. But give it a try. There's something, remember, you always got to keep something in your hat. Something, I can show you there's nothing in my hat. There's nothing, well, you know what I mean. But always keep something with you in your hat. So you always love the magic words, of course. Would thank you, Charlie, for putting the Oriental Traders link for the fish, fortune-telling fish. And you just reach down in the hat, and you can pull out, of course, anything you want to. But this is a magic coloring book, which I want to talk about. But this is actually what they call a change bag. It's got a hidden pocket inside the hat. But again, wonderful Santa hat. But it is a prop. It's fantastic. It's got a hidden compartment. It's wonderful. So this is something also, children, of course, love to color. You give color and books and everything to children and crayons. But it is something that's usually overlooked by magicians. And I think they interact with elves and Mrs. Claus to the children is the magic coloring book. Now, my recommendation is I like the small one like this. It's easy I can put it in the hat, I can put it in a stocking that I have like this, or it doesn't take up much room in the bag. And it's pretty much what everybody remembers. It is a book that has all the pictures written in it, all the pictures of all the little boys, and actually I might need to move back a little bit, of course, but all the pictures from a circus, and he asked the boys and girls to think of their favorite color and just kind of, in fact, pick a color off their clothes and just throw them at you. Oh, wait a minute, not in the eye, in the book, not in the eye. Just throw it in the book. Very good, very good. And of course, then you open the book and bingo, everything is colored like the magic book is. And of course, but it's all colored then. What are we going to do? We want to get more fun out of that than that. So you ask the children just erase, just like that. And of course, erase, and they, of course, erase all the pictures. It is the magic. They have, what's cool about this, they even have this was the night before Christmas. But it's a fun little thing to interact with. Ken was asking what to have with you. I always have one of these with me because you never know. There's so many children. When I did magic for, like I said, 50-some years, I didn't think it was that cool. But there's always more children coming up that never saw it before, that think it's fun, that think it's entertaining. And you can make it very entertaining, just a little coloring book. And of course, you can get magic crayons to appear or vanish, however you want to make your performance. But just a book is something really good to add and to have along. You never know, you need a few moments. But just some ideas. Excuse me, get this thing off my head here. But it just takes that few minutes of our thought process. How can we take something and make it fit for Santa and Mrs. Claus? How can we make those things work? Like the fortune-telling fish. I think they're a great thing to pass out and to have children do it. About the salmon are flopping in the the North Pole somewhere, and the bear like to try to catch them and they can't. You can make whatever story you want. You can make it as long as you want or as small as you want. but it's something that then you can pass out some fun that's in their hands. And again, a different way of doing the lights. Just take that time. We've got these. Mine's kind of empty most of the time, but use that. And that's our biggest asset, is to use our brain and our imagination to come up with different ways to do things. Just take what's normal out there and make it for the holiday, for the children, how they'll be entertained, how the families will be more enthralled by your performance. Again, always, I can't even thank you enough for allowing me this time every week. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Thank you once again to our sponsors, Therm Apparel, Santa and Company, LLC, Ingris Partners, Lori Talbert, and Caboose. Once again, we're really greatly appreciative of everything you do to support TNR Networks and the North Pole Happy Hour show. So thank you very much for your support. And thank you, Randy, for another great segment on taking props that you might find in Orlando Trading or at Clown or Magic Stores and make them Christmas themed.
Just want to give the idea wasn't my idea. The Christmas tree was my idea. I saw on wherever TikTok or whatever, the magician was using a light bulb. He made a light bulb with dots. I said, well, why can't Santa or Mrs. Claus do that? Turn it into a Christmas tree. So the beginning, I got to give to, I don't know who was out there doing it, but I just switched it to that. But yeah, thank you for that, and thank you guys for all those goodies. It's always good to and to know about your reindeer. You better have answers for your reindeer for the people. You better, everybody.
Ron Schnagelberger says he's enjoying the Randall segments as he was never exposed to many magic tricks, so it's new ideas and makes him think in many different new ways. And so always great to see folks utilizing ideas from the show, hoping that we can give you something useful to use. So it is now time to head to our trivia answers. Do we have winners, Angie?
We do.
Excellent. So for the first question, the sleigh bell brain teaser. In Santa Claus the movie, what greedy evil toy tycoon does Patch end up working for in New York? And the answer, of course, was CBZ.
And the winner was?
Is Ken Kringle.
All right, Ken. Woo!
Ken, if you could please send me a private message with your mailing address, your name, your shirt size, your credit card number. Just playing about that one.
One child, just put it all in a box.
Date of birth, social insurance number. There, no.
All that good stuff, you know.
And the Claus in Effect bonus round. What specific code does the elf enter into the keypad to lower the sleigh at the North Pole? And that is, of course, 1239, the date of Rudolph's creation. And that was C. So,
winner was?
And the winner is Kevin Martin.
Congratulations,
Great,
Kevin.
great. Welcome. That's great. And
Great.
we have the bonus one. What actor played the toy tycoon in the Santa Claus movie?
And the answer to that was John Lithgow.
Very good.
And the winner is Kane Smith.
Wow. Yeah, fantastic.
3 great winners.
We got 3 different names in the drawings. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That
Great.
is
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're done.
And go ahead, Rhonda.
What's
So,
that?
I guess now.
And what do we run next? There's a thing before the end, right? Cherry Hill, right?
Oh, is it my turn again?
Yeah, Cherry Hill, right? Is that the one you do next?
Yes, that's what. Yeah,
That's you.
I'm in La La Land. Here,
No
all right.
problem. We just sit
I'm
back
ready.
and
I'm ready.
We'd like to thank Cherry Hills and Santa Central for their support of the Claus community and being present at many events. So once again, if you want to reach out and you're looking for, maybe a full-time gig during the holiday season, reach out to Santa Central at Cherry Hill Programs and talk to them. If you're going to be seeing Bob in the at Maps this weekend, talk to him. He is an ambassador, and if you're in Canada, by all means, talk to Paul Anderson, who is also a Cherry Hill ambassador as well. So lots of opportunity. Do we have a video for Holiday Photo Magic now, Angie, as well? Angela?
Do what?
Do we have a video for Jessica Lamb, Holiday Photo
Oh
Magic?
no, we don't. No, she never made us one, so we just
Okay.
give
We'd
her
like to thank Jessica
credit.
Lamb at Holiday Photo Magic. She is a remarkable photographer out of the Springfield, Missouri area.
Sorry, my weather radio is going off.
hey, hello. Oh, that's not a phone.
Definitely. So thank you very much to Jessica Lang, Holiday Photo Magic, Springfield, Missouri, one of the most well-known holiday photographers. She often can be found at events and has been supportive of Tuesday Night Live networks and our shows through the years. Okay. So don't forget to watch all the 2026 family of shows. Tune in, kick up your heels, join in the fun, all powered by TNL Network Productions. North Pole Nightcap, do you have any final things to say, Randall?
I'm sorry. I pushed the wrong button. I almost pushed the wrong button. Whew. You guys were gone there for a second. Whew. I just want to thank you guys again. Hope everybody's had a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. Thank you again for joining us on this holiday, taking away from a special day, and looking forward. Hey, Carl, good to see you, Carl. Haven't seen Carl.
Hello, Carl.
You've been busy, Carl White. And thank you, folks. Love you all. You guys make our show much easier being a part of it. So, and always thank Phineas for just working his tail, and Bob and Carol, and of course, #1 Angela.
We're grateful for Angela and all the help she gives us. Grateful for you, Randall, for sharing your expertise and humor with us. And I do note that King Smith has asked if Sean White will be on with the Claus Connect this evening. No, she will not. It is indeed Memorial Day, and she is taking a holiday. So she will be on next week with a couple of special guests. By all means, we are grateful for Angela for all the hard work that she's doing and hoping that weather radio alarm was nothing serious and that you have a peaceful Memorial Day evening. So hoping everybody is safe and sound. Wishing everybody to a very happy Memorial Day. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Happy Memorial Day. Thank y'all, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
Stay safe.